Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Thom. I live here on the Space Coast of Florida, and welcome back to my channel. First things first, I want to give you my disclaimer. I am not a financial advisor. I am a real estate investor who also invests in crypto and stocks and silver and so on, and also some foreign currencies. Today, I want to talk about the rule of 5 1s. So, a little thing happened to my wife and I yesterday. We drove up to an undisclosed part of Florida that we're considering moving to, only to discover that the house we wanted to put in an offer on got put under contract yesterday. We were both disappointed, and these things happen. In fact, the last time we bought a house, it was up in Illinois, and this happened to us 7 times in a row. Okay, and last time it was a realtor who was dragging his feet, but this time it's my fault. Okay, so the scripture that came to mind as a result was Proverbs 24:27. Okay, if you don't know what that is, I encourage you to look it up. But the gist of it is, go plant your fields before you build your house. And the reason for that is because you go plant your fields, right? And you water them every day, or the rain comes every day. And while you're building your house, your crops are growing, and you've got food in like 90 days. Apply that to modern day America, 2026 AD, and you got to go build. You got to go plant your seeds. You got to build your business, right? I've got a couple of income streams, but they could be better. They could be worked upon. They can be built up, and that's okay. But I was pretty upset with myself yesterday for not doing all that I could do in order to move, right? Because it is kind of a financial thing. Being an entrepreneur and a business owner, it is hard to get a loan for a house. I'm not gonna lie. Easier for me to get a loan on an apartment complex. It's true. So that said, I committed myself to this week really buckling down and building a new flagship. Okay, a new part of my business. I have a couple of businesses, but one of them I started this year in March, and it's done very well. I'm very happy with it, and I'm very happy with the people that I'm working with, which is great. But this part of it is going to require me to just buckle down and get it out there. I've been working on it up here for about 2 months, and it's time to get it on paper. So one of the first things I decided to do was come out with my rule of 5 1s. If you've never heard of that before, it is kind of a new concept to me as well. I applied it to my real estate business and did okay with it. I'm applying it to this digital products business, and I'm running with it. Okay, so when I first heard of this, it was actually from a YouTube video. It was a short, and I had to look it up and figure out what it was. I had heard of the 1-1-1-1 rule, so 4 1s. I'm going to just call it the rule of 4 1s. But I heard about that through a friend of mine who teaches wholesaling real estate. And basically what that is you're picking one niche, okay? So we're talking wholesaling. We're picking one market, and for me it was Jacksonville, Florida. Picking one avenue to reach your customers, which most people were doing cold calling, okay? I was doing cold calling. And then got to do it for 90 days. And then there was another thing too, and I can't remember what it was. Anyways, I did it for 90 days, and I did okay. I didn't get what I wanted to get out of it. But then I heard about the rule of 5 1s when I was sitting down to bust this out. And that was really interesting. So I'm going to read this to you because I think it's pretty important. It originally comes from a man named Clay Collins. Okay, the framework traces back to Clay Collins, founder of Lead Pages, around 2016, 2017. He shared a version of it as the quickest path to $1 million business. One avatar, which is your target market, one solution or product, one conversion method, one traffic source, and 1 year of focus. Okay, so I sat down and I worked on this today, and the first one is one target market, where you choose a single specific group of people you love helping, like a tight niche, and it's definitely not everyone. Okay, the next thing is one problem solved, because as entrepreneurs, we get paid to solve problems, and the bigger the problem, the bigger the paycheck. Okay, when we focus on delivering value and solving problems, people will pay us for that. And then one offer, and I think this is really important here. $100 million offers I do not work for Alex Hormozi, but this is probably one of the best books I've read on business. I've got all three of them. He's got $100 million leads and $100 million money models. But this is how you create a grand slam offer. He's got the formula in there, and it is proven and effective, and I am using that in my business. So let's see. And then one conversion tool or platform. So like right now, I'm using X. Okay, and I'm using X. It is a great funnel, but I've got a lot of friends there. And I love how the platform works. I understand how the platform works. It's not like Facebook where, you say the wrong thing and boop, you're gone for 60 days or something. That happened to me in 2021 during COVID. I got kicked off 6 times. But the cool thing was back then, I had my Airbnb business, and I think I made more money in my life than I had previously, because I was scrolling on Facebook, But on X, I do scroll a little bit, but I like putting out good stuff for people to follow, and of course I've got digital products that are out there, and people are grabbing those up too, and I've got some free ones too, which if you're on X today, you'll see that. And then so let's just say X is your conversion tool. And then 1 year, got to commit 1 year. Well, I started this project on March 12th of this year. And today is August 9th. So I'm 5 months into it. I got 7 months to go before I can quit. Okay. So I'm going to build one more product, and that's going to be my new flagship. And then I'm going to use it across multiple platforms. Right. But this is a good framework. Okay, so one target market, one problem solved, one offer. It can be a grand slam offer like Alex Hormozi talks about. One conversion tool or platform, and X will not be that platform. It will not be that platform, but it will be a funnel, just like YouTube, just like LinkedIn, and LinkedIn's probably going to be my biggest one, not going to lie. And then commit for 1 year, right? Which I'm already 5 months into this business that I have set up as an LLC, and converting over to an S corporation. So anyways, that's what I've got for you today. Thank you so much for listening to me rant about business. I really appreciate that. Make sure you hit like and subscribe, share it with your friends. And then also make sure you check out my links in the description. I've got my link in there to LinkedIn and X, and then, of course, to Gumroad, where my wife and I both have digital products for you to look at. Anyways, God bless, and I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care.